guys. Monique? Yeah.
Who you are real quick.
Hi guys, my name is MicheleMarieDalene. Just here with Michele, ready to do another live. Is this one live, by the way? Michele?
Okay. Now let me zoom out. Okay. Make sure I didn't hit mute by mistake. I've done that enough times.
Is this one live too?
Yeah, this is live.
Okay.
Hi guys, hello, Merry everybody. It's MicheleMarieDalene and Monique, and we're here today to talk about the weather. We just showed her a very informative report from Adapt 2030 that was released as this latest weather report from December 15th. What's going on with the cold polar air. And I wanted to let her give you her opinion of what she saw.
Well, we're all going to be really, really freezing for the next couple of days. Friday's wind chill is going to be really, really nasty. But hopefully we can all try to stay warm. I'm not really looking forward to all this cold, but winter's pretty much here, so.
You know, you already said about the weather for even on Christmas Day, Christmas Eve, and the extended forecast shows that it's going to, we are going to have a white Christmas. Yes, definitely. There's no doubt about the white Christmas. By the way, I want to remind everybody, Monique is not Lumi, and Lumi is not Monique. Thanks, glad you brought that up. Absolutely, because it was...
I know, I seen a comment. I think somebody maybe thought I was Lumi, and I was like,
well, I corrected them too.
Okay.
But I said, if you wanted to go out with Lumi, as I said in the video, you need to go out with me too. Date one, date the other free. Joseph S. Banks. Yeah, it's totally true. Now, the weather, guys, for the next few days is going to be something like the Fonz would say, cool it! Or more like, freeze it!
Seriously.
But it will warm up a little bit, guys. It's not going to be super warm, but I just showed these to Monique earlier, and it is the forecast. Right now, it's minus 7 degrees Celsius outside. It is not nice at all. It feels like minus 15 degrees. And the winds are west at 27 kilometers per hour.
Yikes.
And 33% relative humidity. Well, at least the air's dry.
Yeah, wow.
Yeah. UV index is 0. Well, it's dark, right? Mm-hmm. Unless some UV comes in through the outer space that we don't know about. Anyway, the dew point is very low, minus 21 degrees. Sunrise this morning was at 7:14 a.m. Sunset will be at 4:22 p.m. Tonight is going to be the worst of the bunch, on a low of minus 16 degrees Celsius with a 20% chance of precipitation. Friday will be a high of minus 7 and a low of minus 10. So it's going to be just about as cold tomorrow. And I mean, just as warm tomorrow as it was today. Which is far from warm, except it doesn't show wind being a major issue. On Saturday, there's going to be a mixed bag of precipitation of a high of 3 and a low of 2. Now, if you want to go ahead and hang your laundry out to dry, Saturday may be the day to do it. Of course, it will take a few days to freeze dry, but then, depending on how much oil you run out your laundry, you can probably bring it in by Sunday, because Sunday is going to be a high of 10 degrees Celsius. but a low of -10. When you got a 20-degree change like that, there's a good chance you're going to get some serious upper level disturbances, possibly creating thunderstorms. And that's something that's a pretty serious change. Anything like that is like a major weather upheaval. Yeah. And it already shows that for Sunday it was supposed to be 100% chance of precipitation anyway. So it's not going to be too great, but I guess it's better than it could be. Definitely. And then, so that's pretty much it. I think our landlord had his HVAC tech trying to tweak the heat a little bit to keep it from getting too cold in here. I think he did. I'm not sure.
Hopefully.
I don't know. Does it seem like your apartment's warmer now?
I'm gonna be honest with you. The heat is like, I feel like it's on and off in there. It'll get nice and toasty, and then for a couple of hours, it'll seem to cool down a lot. Like a lot.
Right.
So,
I think what's happening is that the boiler, the high temperature limit for the steam pipes in the boiler,
yeah,
the pipes get too hot, and so the high temperature turns off the gas burner, and so as the heat circulating throughout all the building, the water gets cold, and then it goes back into the boiler, and then the boiler has to reheat all that water all over again.
Yeah.
And I think that's where our landlord is going to have to get his HVAC tech to tweak the system a little bit. Maybe make some slight adjustments. Because I think what it is the gas flame is so much hotter than heating oil.
Yeah.
That the steam pipes are getting overheated a lot easier. I'm just kidding. No. Do you want to say a little bit?
Not really. No. Okay. Goodbye. See ya.
Yeah. She has, like I said, it was once before, Monique has his daughter, and that's the papa.
Yeah.
And yes, the daughter and the papa know each other, obviously.
Yeah. Yeah, she was over here the last time.
Right. And along with your grandmother.
Yeah.
Now, I'd love to have your phone call, guys. So, why don't you give us a call?
Seriously, we need some phone calls.
860-718-6195. 860-718-6195. Call now whether it's allowed. Because it's evening, It's free. Don't worry about it. If you guys are local on Wednesday, it's free, Mm-hmm. If you got unlimited long distance, it's free. If you're calling from another country, well, sorry, I can't say it's free. Unless you got something that allows you to call the United States toll free. Mm-hmm. Again, 860-718-6195. And yes, I made sure to post the number along with the announcement of this video, so you guys should have no excuse not to call. And besides the cold weather, let's talk about, well, let me talk to you, since obviously we're waiting for the phone to ring, if it rings. Yeah, it's always if. Yeah. What do you prefer better? Do you prefer the taped videos, or do you like the live ones, or do you like both, or?
I like both. I think the live ones, they're a little more spontaneous, and they could be more entertaining, because people can actually see what goes on behind the scenes. Like if you mess up a little bit, or if you say, just yeah. And then when it's, the other way, you can edit it and stuff like that. But I do like the live videos. Like I said, it's a little more spontaneous, and you can kind of see a little bit more. Yeah. So.
But the thing is, at the same time as live videos, obviously means that we can't do the same kind of optical effects.
Right,
because we don't have the technology to do like live chroma key and all that.
Mm-hmm.
We were going to get a live chroma key green screen machine so we could have done live green screen effects. But what happened was there was two issues, and they're both pretty significant. Number one, the first one, I couldn't afford it. As they were like the one I wanted to get, which was a halfway decent optical effects processor, cost it. Well, actually, as I said, there was a couple of them. The one I wanted to get was like a $500 item.
Ouch.
It's not the best one. The best one cost about $1,000.
Yeah, double ouch.
Yeah, literally. This is double the price.
I know.
The cheapest one, which requires to use a computer for VGA input, would still be usable, but then we would have another issue, which is who's going to be the technician running the chroma key generator? Who's going to be composing the pictures? I don't have another crew member, so that means I can do great with static images, but when it comes to live effects, I'm going to be constantly running between my bedroom and the studio. Excuse me while I change the next slide.
Right.
Or use the remote control. Yeah, okay, that's true. But, it's like, if you ever see the weather, like the Weather Channel, when you see them pointing in the old Weather Channel, now they got this big giant iPad, right?
I know.
I mean, huge honking thing, which I think would be kind of cool. I'd love to have one of those things. I don't know how much it costs. I bet they probably cost a couple $1,000.
Oh, easily.
I get to see me have one of those big, giant, silver trim things sitting in the other room, multimedia room, and I'm pointing to here's a gold front from Canada is coming down, and I showed one picture from their 2030, and it's kind of interesting because it kind of looked like a cutaway of a woman's lower anatomy.
Oh, I know, it was funny.
I can see me trying to describe something like that, and I'm saying, and I'm sort of pushing the cold front down. Push! And you can see where the two cold fronts are the very cold front.
Yep.
And the very warm front. And you can see right where the uterus is. Oh, actually, it's kind of more like where the pubic bone is. It's where the two are likely to mix. And could be some really ferocious weather. But anyway, the point is the technology is the kind of stuff that I want to invest in. But the problem is, I need helpers. Not just financing help. I need that too. But I need volunteers to help make these videos better. If we can get a couple people, one person to do, the production, mixing and compositing and from it, work on the graphics and special effects, we could do some really awesome stuff. Mm-hmm. Because if you're trying to do this all as a one-woman show, it's really hard.
Yeah.
I know that not everybody's, is a major artist like Leonardo da Vinci or even, Vincent Van Gogh, but, come on, guys. I mean, you guys are pretty smart. I mean, wouldn't you like to be part of something local? Because really, if you think about this covers, mostly lately, we've been doing mostly New England, southern New England weather. I try to keep up with the rest of the country. I can tell you, it's doggone hard because this country's big. I haven't even... My whole territory, by the way, is all of America, Canada, and Southwest Greenland. That's a huge territory to cover for weather information. I tend to focus. I mean, when I see a story from the other areas in the news, I look into it. But if since I live in Southern New England, I tend to focus more on Southern New England. Okay, but still, I could use more people to go do fact digging. Follow up weather stories and news stories, because this is the end thing now. The right media, the right side media, what they call the alternative right media. I finally figured out what alternative means. They call us alternative because we're not like the major mainstream media, like the newspapers. I mean, there's Breitbart, there's Drudge Report, there's Lisa Haven, there's InfoWars, there's MicheleMarieDalene, there's Adapt 2030, there's Weather Decoded. I'm sure there's more than that. Those are certain ones I follow. The thing is I really could use more volunteers, because I want to expand this. And I could use more financial volunteers too. And I could definitely use more subscribers. For example, could we potentially get, by March of 2017, could we get about 200, 250 subscribers?
That would be great.
That's going to take a lot of, we need to know what kinds of videos is going to get people to subscribe to the channel and follow the videos. I mean, I know that some of the YouTube channels have got, much more money than me. And they have this really, really polished look. One of my groups that I follow was complaining of the same thing. She was saying, it's not Lisa Mouse, it's another Leah Mouse, it was somebody else. And she was saying is that she felt that her videos weren't good enough. I know that Atlanta Cole said the same thing. My videos aren't good enough. I spent all this money in this camera, blah, 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 my videos ain't good enough, I'm not getting subscribers. And like I told Alana Cole, it's the same thing I'll tell anybody who feels that way. Don't feel that way because you think you need to spend thousands of dollars to do a video. Okay? You don't need to spend thousands of dollars to do a video. Right now we're using an iPhone 4S to shoot this live stream. My original camera, since we're not using it right now, we'll just show you something. I'm going to take it off the stand. Talk about something that looks like something came out of a box of cereal. Let's just show you this. That is my regular studio camera. It's got a rear view LCD screen taped to the top of it. This camera is designed to watch thieves at convenience stores. It's got a 25mm lens from a 16mm movie camera, which I also have. Okay, it is pretty cool. You got your standard manual controls right here on the front, on the back. This camera here is the one that we use to shoot the regular videos. All the B-casts are shot with this one. At least all the B-casts in the last 2 years have been shot with this one. And, you can go on to it if you want.
Yeah, let me check it out.
It's pretty light, isn't it?
It is.
And that uses a European TV standard. That uses
okay.
PAL.
It's actually pretty cool.
I paid for the camera itself, I think I paid about $39.
Really?
Yeah, and the
That's
lens
not
I already
bad.
had, so, and the viewfinder I paid $11 for that.
Oh, okay.
So it's
Oh.
really, if you want to get really want to price it up, and it's probably a $75 camera, really, the way it's put together. And this lens, like I said, comes from a movie camera that's in that big box over underneath the shelf
Over
there.
there.
The big gray
Oh,
box.
okay. Yeah, I see it.
Yeah, I got and the camera still works. I still have film in it and everything. But anyway, the point is this is the kind of tool I'm using. Now, here's the thing I'm trying to get at. If you're thinking that you need to spend $1 million on a digital single lens reflex, or spend 700, 800, 900, 1,000 plus on a fancy phone to do videos, you have no idea that you can do the same videos with parts from eBay if you just willing to take a chance. Is it going to be stellar? That's relatively depends. There is one thing I had to add inside this camera because it didn't have the filter built in. You can see that the glass piece right there.
Yeah.
That is called the infrared cut filter.
Mm-hmm.
Okay, and what that does is the thing I'm going to sell the camera also sells this, and what it does is it actually cuts out infrared energy because I shoot under incandescent light sources.
Yeah.
These produce a lot of heat, and this camera will record the heat as a red haze.
Oh, okay.
So. And this is not the most advanced camera in the world. There are better cameras than this one. There are even ones that shoot widescreen. There are ones that have extremely high pixel rates. But this is a pretty good overall camera. So I think it's been a pretty good camera for me. It's worked good. I never really had a problem with it. And if you wonder what the white wire is for, that's so I can plug in a second video source. So it's like. What happens is, like, if I plug a TV into this part, and I plug the camera into this, the minute the camera turns on, it switches over to from DVD to the camera. Mm-hmm. As I said, it was designed for a car for a rear view backup camera.
Nice.
So, here's the point. You don't need to spend bazillions of dollars to try to prove or make your studio cutting edge to get started. Okay? So if you want to start with something like this, nothing wrong with that. In fact, the camera I started with originally sitting over there in the corner, it's a little white box, which is even more rudimentary than this one. I'll show you what I'm talking about. I don't know if it has a lens on it right now, but I do got it over here somewhere. So I'm going to take on the tripod. I do recommend you have a tripod, but you don't have to buy one. I made the one that this iPhone's on. Here, I don't have the lens on it because right now that lens is on this one. This is the original camera I started out with.
Oh, wow.
Yeah, it's even older. This is from the 80s or 90s. And it's an NTSC camera. Not as high resolving resolution. Okay? But it still works. I still can use it. I have used it for a few things. Let's see what we're doing here video-wise. By the way, this is one of the reasons why I personally prefer to do videos using my recording them, is because if something goes wrong with the soundtrack or something goes wrong with the picture, I can always reshoot that segment. Less stress. Unless it's something like a special report that has to go out like yesterday. But let's talk about the weather again. Let's get back to the weather, because this is something I do want to cover. I would love to cover interactive weather maps. like you see on the Weather Channel and the local weather guys.
Mm-hmm.
Using a green screen and pointing out the lows, highs, fronts, and things like that.
Mm-hmm.
Very, very awesome way to do weather maps. But, again, here's where it comes in. I'm going to need your help to make that happen in the form of volunteers and in the form of funds. Printing maps on paper takes paper. Duh. And it costs money. Okay? Sir, it's a lot easier to actually use a projection. Oh, I know what you're going to say. Why don't you just get one of those video projectors, a decent halfway bright one, like 2,500 or 4,000 lumen projector, and then project your map on the green on a white wall or something. Okay. But gee, I'm going to need more donations, ain't I?
Mm-hmm.
They ain't cheap. They're not cheap. You're talking about 2,500 to 3,000 to 4,000 lumens. They're not cheap. So that's the reason why we don't do that. Yeah, but I want to. Now, what do you personally think we should do to try to improve things?
Well, not really too sure. It depends on what the viewers want too. It'd be
Well,
nice
you're a viewer too,
I am, yeah. I'm not really too sure. I'm kind of still fresh with all this. I do watch the videos and I like them. I don't know what everybody else wants to see more or less of, but
I'll see one video
it'd be nice
that got
if we can
extremely popular.
If we can get some comments or something like that.
Well, that's just it.
Or calls or something.
Nobody's commenting.
I'm gonna start sharing these videos on my Facebook.
That place the rest of you guys. Share them with your friends and family. And don't be afraid to talk about them.
Yeah.
No one's gonna bite your head off.
Oh, I know. I'm thinking about definitely putting some of these up on my page so that way some of my friends can click on there and go, and then they will actually subscribe and view these videos also.
I gotta show you the video. I did this some time ago. This one here, I didn't get a chance to show Monique this one, but because the music is used under the policy of YouTube, I don't know if I can go play it online. Let's see if we can get the refresh page. For some reason, this phone is acting kind of cranky right now. Well, let's be honest. This is a tired old phone, Okay, all right. So, let me just show you something. Now, the video I'm going to show her a picture of. She can actually watch it on her own. I think you may have seen it. I don't know. Let's see. This is a video right here. It's called Think We're Alone Now. One of my very first green screen videos.
Okay.
Yeah. The reason I can't play it right now is because it has a piece of music that maybe I can get away with. I wouldn't risk it. Okay, I won't. Anyway, play it. It's not. I have got no copyright strikes against it because I checked it. YouTube licensing ahead of time for the music. But when you get a chance, or when we get done after this video, off camera we'll play this.
Okay.
I think you'll like it. And you can see if you looked at the video. So what I'm talking about with the blue screen and the green screen and without the infrared filter, you can see it already in the video. I'll show you more detail when we get done watching this. But for now, share these videos with your friends. And lastly, and this is the most important, folks, please dress warmly. It's cold out there. And if you know anybody who's homeless and you can help them,
please do.
By letting them stay for the night. Out of the elements, out of the wind, out of the cold. Be a good Samaritan, help those people, okay? Because, nobody wants to get frostbite. And nobody wants to die from freezing to death.
Yeah.
I mean, it's better than dying from boiling to death, but still,
like to avoid both.
Why would you want to do that? Why would you want to have to suffer like that?
Yeah.
And it makes somebody's Christmas a little brighter. If you can make a donations to your local homeless people, clothing, blankets, jackets. I suggested to George in the Soup Kitchen, George, I said, can you see about if anybody's going to donate any ski masks? I said, not that, I said, because when you're wearing a jacket with a hood, the wind will just blow your hood off, your head. And all of a sudden your head gets suddenly cold. At least a ski mask will help protect your face from losing all that heat. Especially when you got winds blowing as hard as it is right now. And so now let's talk about something else real quick. Now, what do you feel about what I'm trying to do with my work here, trying to educate the public?
I think it's really great. You know, it would be nice to see more volunteers and stuff like that too, though. Or a little more participation from some of the viewers, maybe some phone calls and stuff.
Right.
But I love it, and I'm really happy to be a part of this. You know, when
one
I
of the things that Monique said she'd like to try to do, and we're talking about this off camera, is she's gonna try. I don't know if it's gonna be a regular thing. I hope it is, but you know what? When we'll know. She's gonna try to be on camera on the night programs.
Yep.
A little bit. You know, each week, preferably, like you said, 3 or 4 times?
Yes.
At night. Okay.
It's really like Monday through Wednesday or Monday through Thursday, something like that would be fine. You know, I would actually.
So at least I can hopefully to obligate you at least to Monday through Wednesday.
Yes.
Thursday, Friday, especially since don't forget, the 20th is coming up. That is going to be the convocation.
Oh, okay.
And that's going to be live not only at the regular 5 o'clock time, but we're going to stay. We also are going after our 5 o'clock show. We're going to temporarily go offline, get ready and prep up for the live convocation, and then we'll be coming back on camera again. And I could use some help with that. And it's really more of just kind of, it's not really much of it's not really much help. It's just that maybe it's nice to have people here and describing what, after the show, what they felt or how they feel with the energy and stuff like that. Because it's really special. It's really beautiful. You get a chance to see me in my shirt I wear on my head, and you'll be able to see me with my white dress. Awesome. I have a white dress that's all white. I wear just for the royal occasions. I don't wear it for anything else.
Nice.
So, of course, I put on a few pounds since I got it, but it's pretty. It's a big, giant, flowing gown like thing. So it's not like it's not gonna be like. You're not going to be able to squeeze into it. It's not designed for my waist. It's designed for my upper chest, really, more than anything. So it's got plenty of room downstairs for a belly. So, but for now, guys, I will see you tomorrow on Friday at the Soup Kitchen. And don't forget, we don't do weekend live news coverage. So, again, after Friday, we won't see each other until Monday morning. I'll cover the morning if I'm up in time for the Soup Kitchen, pursuant to sleep. And then, of course, Monique and I will try to cover the evenings. Now, of course, life happens, things happen, she may not necessarily be here. I hope she will be, but sometimes things happen. You can't help that.
I will try to be here as often as I could.
But if you can't, let me know at least a few hours ahead.
Sure.
And at least that way I can
be prepared, right?
Be ready to come up with something else.
Sure, that's no problem.
Okay, so anyway, one thing, like I said with the camera, if you ever feel that you have to go out there and invest in fancy, expensive cameras, let's just say, let that be a little instructional tool to you. It's not so much what the camera looks like that matters. It's the content that you're providing that matters.
That's true.
You can have the most expensive top-of-the-line camera that records in 4K video, and you can make your video maybe technically top quality,
But if you don't,
but
know what
it's
you're doing.
absolutely positively is terrible production.
Mm-hmm.
And trust me, nobody wants to watch it. You can have the worst camera in the world, not much better than the standard old school cell phone, and everybody all of a sudden jumps in and is watching it and eating it up like Christmas candy. Okay, now it's up to you. Here's the thing: the quality of your production is more important than the quality of your equipment. But it doesn't hurt if you get both. But make sure that you have a good concept and a good volunteers, if you got volunteers, and anchors in this case, and on-screen talent, because that's going to matter more than anything. Bad talent, bad video. And it does, like I said, it doesn't matter what kind of camera you're using then. By the way, thank you very much for watching this video. I hope you enjoyed. I saw the video that I pulled out of the archives. It was very popular. So I'm going to show Monique now off camera. So I'll talk to you guys tomorrow around 10 o'clock, pursuant to sleep. So for now, see you guys later. You want to say bye-bye?
Bye, guys.
Bye-bye, everybody.
Have a good night, everybody.
Yeah.